Okay, so today we're going deep on YouTube, right?
Yeah.
A mountain of info here, all about how to grow a channel.
Right.
And even more important than just growing it, how to actually make money, monetize.
Yeah, for sure.
So our goal, like our mission for you listening,
Yeah.
is really just to pull out the most valuable, actionable stuff. I mean, there's a lot of good stuff here.
Okay.
But the real magic is, what can you actually apply
Right.
to grow, build an audience,
Yeah.
and see results no matter how big your channel is, like even if you're just starting or
Yeah.
if you've been at it a while, and, the tech stuff too.
Uh-huh.
Not everybody's a tech genius. So
Right.
we'll try to break it down so
Yeah.
you can actually use it. And of course, we're going to tackle these YouTube myths about making money.
Yeah. I'm excited to do that.
We'll clear up how it really works, show you the actual paths people are using.
Definitely.
So yeah, that's the roadmap, right?
Yeah, a treasure trove you gave us. It is this.
It really is. Okay, so first up is just having the right mindset, right? We're gonna talk strategy here because you see these channels that just explode overnight, and it's
Right.
is that even possible?
That's the big question, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the interesting thing right off the bat here
Yeah.
is, those overnight successes, they exist, but they're not the norm.
Right. Right.
Real, lasting growth, it isn't about luck.
Uh-huh.
It's built on doing things the right way.
Yeah.
We're talking research, planning, having expertise, structuring things,
Yes. Okay.
being consistent, working hard,
Right.
being relatable helps, of course.
Yeah.
But that's one piece of a much bigger picture.
Okay, so then what about that advice? I see it everywhere. Post every day.
Yeah, right.
Just hearing that makes me feel stressed.
Yeah.
What do your sources say about that?
Well, and this is important.
Yeah.
It's smarter to think quality over quantity. You could make one really, really amazing video
Yeah.
that just delivers so much value to your audience.
Yeah.
And that's going to be way more effective than a bunch of rushed videos
Okay.
every day,
I see.
It's about making your work count.
Yeah. Okay. No, that makes sense.
Yeah.
And then there's the gear thing. This is a big one.
Yeah, gear's huge.
Because you see these YouTubers with their amazing cameras and studios, and we're like,
Yeah.
do I even need all that to start?
Right. And a lot of people get stuck there.
Oh, yeah.
They just think they need to spend a ton of money to even begin.
Uh-huh.
But honestly, the best camera, the one you have in your pocket.
Okay.
Don't wait for the perfect gear. Start creating now.
I love that.
Keep it simple in the beginning.
Uh-huh.
You can refine things as you go.
So then, when we look at the really big creators like Mr. Beast or Alex Hormozy, it's easy to just want to
Right.
copy everything they're doing right now. But your sources have a different take on this.
What's really insightful here is look back at the beginning.
Oh, okay.
Before all the fancy stuff and the millions of subscribers.
Yeah.
What were they focused on?
Mm-hmm.
Great ideas, good content, giving value,
Interesting.
finding their unique voice.
Mm.
It's about understanding their foundation, not just what they're doing now.
Okay, I like that, yeah. So that's mindset.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about engaging with your viewers
Oh.
and keeping them watching. Because you always hear about click-through rate, right? CTR.
ECTR, everybody talks about that.
But is that really the measure of success?
That's a good question and a really important distinction to make.
Yeah.
A high CTR, that's great.
Yeah.
It means your titles and thumbnails are doing their job.
Yeah.
But the real gold, it's in how long people watch your videos.
Oh.
If people are clicking off after 5 seconds, it doesn't matter how good your CPR is.
Okay.
You're not going to grow.
Yeah.
You got to make content that keeps people watching.
So that's viewer retention.
Exactly.
Okay.
So we've got short form videos blowing up everywhere.
Yeah.
People are saying long form is dead.
I know, right?
What do we do?
Yeah.
So how's this all fit together? Short form content, yeah, it's great for reaching new people.
Yeah.
But long form, it's still so powerful,
Okay.
especially for building deeper relationships
Yeah.
with your audience.
Yeah.
Plus, with longer videos, you often have more opportunities to make money.
Okay. That's
So
good.
don't just jump on the short form bandwagon without thinking about how it all works together.
So, okay, how do you actually get your channel to grow? SEO, right?
Yeah, everybody talks about SEO, search engine optimization.
Yeah.
But it's easy to get obsessed with SEO.
Yeah.
It's the only way to get views.
Right, exactly.
What's interesting is YouTube's way more sophisticated than that.
Oh.
It's a two-pronged approach.
Okay.
You got to optimize for search, yeah?
Uh-huh.
But YouTube also suggests videos to people. based on their interests.
Okay.
So the real key is to do both.
Okay. So SEO.
Yeah,
And then creating stuff that's so engaging
exactly.
that the algorithm's like,
Right.
yeah, we like this. Let's show more people.
That's the magic formula.
It's tempting though, right? Like you see a viral video,
Well,
you're
yeah.
like, that's a shortcut.
The dream. Right.
I just got to make something go viral.
Yeah.
But your sources suggest there's a better way.
It's more about playing the long game. A viral video, yeah, it's a surge, but it's temporary.
Okay.
Lasting channel.
Yeah.
It's about consistency, quality content, providing value.
Right.
It's like building a loyal audience, a community.
Yeah.
Creators who are in it for the long haul, they focus on that.
Okay.
Building trust, putting out good stuff consistently.
Okay. So not just chasing the
Not just chase.
viral hit.
Yeah.
Okay. And then the big one, monetization.
Stock money.
Everyone thinks you need hundreds of thousands, millions of subscribers to actually make money.
Right.
So what's the truth?
That's a big myth we got to bust.
Yeah.
It's not just about the size. It's about the right audience.
What does that mean? The right audience.
People who are deeply interested in what you do,
Okay. Yeah.
your niche, plus a smart monetization strategy.
Yeah.
A lot of creators with smaller channels are making good money
Wow.
just by doing it the right way.
Really? Okay. So.
And this is important.
Yeah.
If you're feeling like it's too late to start,
Yeah.
Everyone else is already big,
Right.
that's not true.
Okay.
Look, the creator economy is booming.
Uh-huh.
YouTube is still the place to be.
Okay.
Billions of people are watching videos every day.
I know. It's crazy.
There's a huge audience out there.
Yeah.
It's competitive. Yeah, it's always changing.
Yeah.
But you can still succeed if you do it right.
Okay. So for anyone feeling behind
Yeah.
or like they missed the boat, there's still hope.
There's tons of opportunity.
Okay, cool. Now let's get practical. Like what kind of content really works, I liked this idea where you were versus where you are now.
Right.
Can you explain that?
What's cool about that, people love transformation.
Yeah.
Think about those before and afters.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like fitness, someone's journey from out of shape to
Wow.
totally ripped, or a makeup tutorial.
Yeah.
You see the progression.
Right.
Or restoring an old car, or a DIY project.
Yeah.
You show the before, the messy part,
Right.
and then the beautiful finished product.
Yeah.
It's relatable,
Yeah.
It makes people feel like, hey, I could do that too.
Okay, so you're not just showing the end result.
Right.
You're showing the process.
Yeah, the journey is just as important.
Okay, I like that. And what about this mass appeal content?
Yeah, so this is about finding that balance
Okay.
between your niche and like broader topics.
I don't.
You always want to serve your core audience.
Right.
But sometimes venturing out
Yeah.
into something more general
Yeah.
can really boost your visibility.
Oh, okay.
The key is to find that overlap
Okay.
where your expertise
Yeah.
can connect to a wider audience.
You like an example would be.
Yeah, like remember Roger Wakefield,
Oh yeah.
the plumber?
Yeah.
His real plumber reacts videos.
Yeah.
He was still in his niche,
Huh.
but he reacted to like funny situations
Yeah.
that everyone could relate to.
Right.
He blew up.
It's funny because like plumbing's not
Right.
the most exciting thing, but he made it.
Exactly. He found that sweet spot.
Yeah. Cool. Okay. What about reacting to viral content?
Oh, this is a good one.
Yeah.
So when you see something already trending,
Uh-huh.
jump on it,
Really?
but do it in a way
Yeah.
that adds value.
Okay.
Offer your unique take, your analysis.
Okay.
Make it entertaining, but also informative.
Like for example.
So, for example, there was this chiropractor
Yeah.
who reacted to this crazy treatment video.
Oh yeah.
It went viral.
Wow.
So find a trend, tie it back to your niche,
Okay.
and give people a reason to watch your video.
Okay, I like that. Now, clickbait. That's like a dirty word.
Yeah.
But your sources talk about ethical clickbait.
Interesting, right?
What does that even mean?
Well, it's all about how we think about it.
Okay.
Ethical clickbait, it's about making titles
Uh-huh.
and thumbnails that are intriguing.
Yeah.
They make people want to click,
Okay.
but you're not misleading them.
So it's got to be like truth.
You got to deliver on the promise.
Yeah. Okay.
So if your title's like The Truth About Immortality,
Okay.
and your video actually explores, the science
Yeah.
or philosophy of living longer,
Uh-huh.
that's ethical.
Okay. So it's not as.
It's about sparking curiosity
Yeah.
and then satisfying it with real content.
Okay. That makes sense. Then there's stirring emotions and sparking interest.
This is a good one.
Yeah, because, like, how do you actually do that?
So this is about the psychology of what makes content shareable.
Okay.
Successful videos, they tap into emotions.
Uh-huh.
Like, think about a title like Change is Coming,
Right.
or Everything You Know About X is Wrong.
Yeah.
It creates urgency, right?
Uh-huh.
People don't want to be left behind.
Right.
So before you even start filming,
Yeah.
think about how you want people to feel.
Oh, okay.
Curiosity, awe,
Mm-hmm.
laughter,
Yeah.
surprise.
Okay, so
If you can make someone feel something,
yeah.
they'll remember your video
Mm-hmm.
and they're way more likely to share it.
Okay, so it's like almost manipulating emotions.
No, not manipulating. It's
Oh.
about understanding them,
Right.
connecting with people on a deeper level.
Okay, so that's where the psychology of social media marketing comes in.
Right. If we connect this to the bigger picture,
Yeah.
it's all about human behavior.
Okay.
Ask yourself,
Yeah.
how's my content going to make people feel? Will it inspire them, make them laugh, make them think?
Okay, and then there's social proof.
Oh, yeah, this is powerful.
Yeah. What is that exactly?
It's like people are more likely to do something
Uh-huh.
if they see other people doing it.
Oh.
So if your video has tons of likes,
Mhm.
comments, shares,
Mm-hmm.
people are going to think, hey, this must be good.
Right.
It's like a snowball effect.
Yeah. So how do you use that to your advantage?
Highlight your engagement, share testimonials,
Okay.
create a sense of community,
Mm-hmm.
make people feel like they're part of something.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. So you mentioned Robert Plutchik's Wheel of Emotions.
Oh, yeah, this is a great tool.
Yeah, how does that actually help you plan content?
It's about being intentional, you know?
Okay.
The wheel, it shows you all these different emotions
Yeah.
and how they relate.
Uh-huh.
So do you want your video to make people curious?
Okay.
Or maybe you want to highlight a problem
Yeah.
that your video solves. Or maybe you want to inspire them, create awe,
Okay. Yeah.
thinking about the emotion you want to evoke.
Yeah.
You can create content that really connects.
And you mentioned a video about making videos without editing.
Oh, yeah, that's a perfect
And
example.
like, how does that tap into those emotions?
If you can show people how to do something complex,
Uh-huh.
but make it seem super simple,
Right.
that sparks curiosity.
Okay.
And if it's something they thought was impossible,
Yeah.
but you're showing them it's not,
Yeah.
that creates awe.
So it's like,
It's like, wow, I can actually do that.
okay, interesting. Now, culture surfing.
Yeah, culture surfing is all about relevance.
Okay.
You know, tapping into things
Yeah.
that people already recognize.
Like what?
Media trends, music, logos, social media platforms. It's
Okay.
like you see a thumbnail
Uh-huh.
with the Facebook and Instagram logos,
Yeah.
and you instantly know what it's about.
Right.
You're more likely to click.
Okay. And then influence surfing? Is that like the same thing?
It's similar, but it's more about leveraging people.
Okay.
So you might feature an influencer in your thumbnail.
Oh, I see.
Even if people don't know you,
Yeah.
they might recognize the influencer
Right.
and be curious enough to click.
Okay, so it's using their fame
Exactly.
to get people to watch your video.
Yep, it's a strategy.
And then trend surfing, that's kind of like,
Trend surfing is all about being timely.
okay.
You jump on current events,
Okay.
news stories, viral trends,
Yeah.
anything that's already getting attention, and you create content around that.
That makes sense. Yeah, you're capitalizing on the hype.
It's about being relevant, you know?
Okay, I get it. Now, titles. This is huge, right?
Titles are everything.
Because it's the first thing people see.
First impression.
Yeah, so what makes a good title?
Keep it short,
Okay.
ideally 7 words or less,
Wow, okay.
and make it intriguing.
Mhm.
You want to spark curiosity without giving everything away.
So, like, what would be an example?
Something like how to get free stuff on Amazon.
Okay.
It's short, it's relevant, and it makes people want to know more.
And you mentioned something about numbers.
Oh yeah, numbers are powerful.
Like how?
So a title like 0 to 1,000 subscribers in 9 days
Okay.
sounds more specific, more believable
Then what?
than something like get more subscribers in 10 days.
I'm interested.
Odd numbers, they just tend to work better.
Huh.
It's like a psychological thing.
Okay, so let's talk more about titles.
All right?
You mentioned this idea of promising a specific outcome
Oh yeah, that's huge.
yeah, and making it, like, emotional and practical at the same time.
Exactly. You want to hit both those buttons.
Okay, so, like, give me an example of a bad title.
Something like how to get subscribers on YouTube.
Okay.
That's just too general.
Yeah.
Now, compare that to
Yeah.
how I get 100 subscribers every day.
Okay, yeah, that's way more specific.
It tells you exactly what you're going to get.
Right?
And it implies that there's a proven method.
Okay, so specific numbers, odd numbers.
Uh-huh. And a clear benefit.
I like it. Now, personal stories, those seem to really resonate.
Oh, yeah. People love stories
Why is that?
because they create a connection.
Okay.
When you share your own experiences, your struggles, your lessons learned,
Yeah.
it makes you more relatable.
Right.
People can see themselves in your story,
Yeah.
and it makes your content more memorable.
So don't be afraid to, like, open up a bit.
Vulnerability is key.
Yeah.
It builds trust.
Now, what about showing your process?
Ah, that's a good one.
Because, like, shouldn't you always appear to be the expert?
It might seem counterintuitive,
Yeah.
but people actually trust you more.
Okay.
When you show them how you learned
Okay.
your mistakes, your setbacks,
Okay.
it makes you more human.
So it's like taking people behind the scenes.
Exactly.
Okay, cool. Now, series content.
Oh, yeah. Series are great
Yeah, why?
because they keep people coming back.
Oh, okay.
You create a sequence of videos that build on each other.
Right.
People know there's more to come,
Yeah.
so they're more likely to subscribe.
Okay, and you mentioned teasing future episodes.
Oh, yeah. That's a great way to create anticipation.
Like, stay tuned for part 2.
Exactly.
Okay, and what about vulnerability in series content?
Vulnerability is crucial for any content,
Okay.
but especially in a series,
Yeah.
because you're building a deeper relationship
Uh-huh.
with your audience over time.
Okay, so how do you do that without, like,
So
oversharing?
it's a balance.
Yeah.
Share your struggles, your mistakes,
Okay.
but show that you've overcome them.
So it's like sharing the lesson,
Yeah, the takeaway.
not just the problem.
Exactly.
Okay, cool. Now, video quality. Everyone's obsessed with it.
Yeah, 4K, 8K.
But your sources had a surprising statistic about that.
What's interesting is
Yeah.
viewers actually care more about connection than about video quality.
Really?
Of course, good audio and visuals are
Yeah.
important, but they're not everything.
So what you're saying is...
Focus on the story,
Okay.
the takeaway, the feeling you want to create.
Yeah.
If your content is good,
Uh-huh.
people will forgive a few technical imperfections.
Wow. Okay, now, aha moments. How do you create those?
Storytelling is key.
Okay.
Tell a story that illustrates a concept
Uh-huh.
or shows how to overcome an obstacle.
Oh.
Take your viewers on a journey
Yeah.
and lead them to that aha moment.
And you've said it a few times, being specific is important.
Oh, yeah, specificity is huge.
Like, how so?
When you share concrete results like, I got 100 subscribers a day, or I turned $20,000 into $4.5 million,
Oh, wow.
it feels more real, more attainable
Then what?
than just saying, I grew my channel,
Oh, okay.
or I made a lot of money.
Okay, so numbers, specific numbers.
Specific numbers, yeah.
Okay, I get it. Now, this is cool. YouTube Jedi Council.
Oh, this is about community.
Okay.
You know, surrounding yourself with other creators
Okay.
who can support you,
Uh-huh.
challenge you, give you feedback.
Okay.
Like, think about Mr. Beast.
Yeah.
He had this group of friends.
Yeah.
They would analyze videos,
Yeah.
debate strategies, share knowledge.
So they were, like, helping each other grow.
Exactly.
That's cool. So it's like finding your tribe.
Yeah, find your people.
Yeah.
It'll make your journey a lot easier.
Okay, and even something as simple as brainstorming titles.
Titles are never simple,
No, they're not.
but getting other people's perspectives
Yeah.
can really help.
Like how?
So come up with a bunch of titles,
Okay.
5 to 7,
Okay.
and then get feedback.
Oh, okay.
See which ones resonate.
Okay. And you mentioned involving the audience.
Oh, yeah, that's a great way to get real-time feedback.
Like, which title do you like best?
Exactly.
Okay.
It's all about iteration, you know,
Okay.
constant improvement.
It sounds like, the whole YouTube thing.
Yeah.
It's not a sprint, it's a marathon. Okay, so now let's talk about the money.
Yeah, let's get into monetization.
We're going to cover, like, the whole timeline for going full-time on YouTube, the costs, the actual path to making a living,
Right.
how it all works, CPM, RPM, even those niches that pay more.
It's a jungle out there.
Yeah, it is.
So we got to give people the right tools.
Yeah, it's competitive.
Very competitive.
Okay, so let's start with the Tilt report. What did they find?
So this report, they looked at creators who were like all in on their content business,
Okay.
spending most or all their time on it.
Yeah.
And they found that on average, it takes 4.9 months
Wow, okay.
to make your first dollar.
So that's like 4 or 5 months of...
Right, of just putting in the work before you see any return.
Okay.
And then it takes about 12.3 months
Okay.
for your revenue to exceed your expenses.
Oh, wow.
So
wow.
over a year.
So you're basically in the red for a year.
Yeah, it's an investment.
Oh.
Most creators felt comfortable going full-time after about 12.7 months.
Okay, so just over a year,
Yeah.
To actually be able to
To quit your job.
quit your job and do YouTube.
And then to fully support yourself
Yeah.
takes about 18.4 months.
Wow.
And most creators hired their first employee
Uh-huh.
around 18.8 months.
So it's like a year and a half, almost 2 years
Yeah, it's a long game.
before you're really
Yeah.
making a living.
It's a marathon.
It is a marathon. Now, they also had these different creator categories, right?
Yeah, they talked about maker creators,
Okay.
influencer creators, and expert creators.
Okay, what's the difference?
So maker creators are like
Yeah.
people who make physical products.
Okay.
Like Etsy sellers, artists.
Mm-hmm.
Influencer creators are all about personality.
Right.
They get sponsorships, brand deals.
Yeah.
And expert creators, they're the ones who are like sharing their knowledge, building media companies.
Okay.
They're the focus of this study.
So this is more for people who are teaching or coaching or
Right.
consulting, that kind of thing.
And the key takeaway is, even for them, with a clear plan, it still takes about a year and a half to be self-sufficient.
Wow. So even if you're doing everything right,
Exactly.
it's still going to take time.
Patience is key.
Okay. The audience size thing was interesting.
Yeah, that was surprising. Host speaker.
Come along, it's time to fly. A financial journey, we're aiming high. Cashless compass, showing the way to a debt-free life, starting today. No more stress, no more strain. Family, friends, we're breaking the chain. Chasing freedom, we're on the rise. Financial peace, let's reach the skies. Cashless compass, lead me to the top. Debt-free dreams will never stop. Passive income flowing, you're feeling so free. It's happiness now for you and me. Investments that matter, so worthy of time. Building wealth, yeah, we're climbing high. Education's the key, unlock the door to a stress-free life and so much more. No more limits, no more fear. We're breaking through, the future's clear. Passive tips, income streams. This is the life, we're living the dream. Cashless compass, lead me to the top. Debt-free dreams will never stop. Passive income flowing, you're feeling so free. It's happiness now for you and me. Step by step, we're moving ahead. No more chains, no more debts. Building wealth, stress-free, no doubt. Cashless compass, we're breaking it. Cashless compass, lead me to the top. Debt-free dreams will never stop. Passive income flowing, you're feeling so free. It's happiness now for you and me. No mess, no stress, just pure success. Join the journey, we're here to impress. Cashless compass, you're finally free. A life of wealth and serenity. No more stress, no more mess. Family, friends, come and progress. Striving for freedom, we're on the move. Come along, let's start this ride. A financial journey, we're walking with pride. Cashless compass, you're finally free. A life of wealth and serenity, so bright. No more stress, no more mess. Family, friends, come and progress. Striving for freedom, we're on the move. Come along, let's start this ride. A financial journey, we're walking with pride. Cashless compass, guiding you right to a debt-free life, shining so bright.